Yo, what's good? What's good? Here we go. Here we go. Make sure my sound is straightened out here. Dial this guy back a little. Okay. All right. Yeah, we played a little bit with our settings from the last stream. And guys, we're here. Sorry, it's been a week since our last stream. We're all fired up and ready to go. Josie's new episode of Josie's Lonely Hearts Club out today. So we're gonna do a little bit of co-working a little later. We'll make sure that the latest episode is up on the website, that the ad-free version is out for the first week to our Patreon. Plug for the Patreon. Yeah, we're gonna do our regular ramp up with our dailies before we get into the work. So let's take a peek at what we got on Framed. Is this Breakfast at Tiffany's? No. All of them witches? What am I looking at here? All of them witches with the Scrabble letters. What could we be looking at here? This is definitely looks like an older movie. Drop guesses in the chat if you got them. All of them witches? Could that... all of them witches? I know it's not the witch. Let's just get a guess out there. I need another frame. Who is that? That looks so familiar. Oh my gosh. Rosemary's Baby. Let's go. Let's go. It's definitely Rosemary's Baby. Yes! Alex in the chat. How are you, Alex? I've been dying to meet you. In the chat with the save. That goes purely to Alex G. Alex, let's see. Let me pull up the Discord. We got to put that in the dailies. And Alex, are you in our Discord? Doing good here for Halloween vibes. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in the thick of it with Halloween. My kids, I made DIY Halloween costumes. They're both going as Harry Potter students. Not in the Discord, need to join. I'm dropping the link in here, Alex, because I gotta at you when I give you credit. Let's see. Invite people to the Discord. Copy. I'm dropping it in the chat. Right there, boom. We need you in there because I gotta give you love for saving me there. Awesome to have you in here. Alex, I've only heard about you tangentially in passing, but Simone, Carrot, all the leadership speak of you so glowingly. You've done incredible work on the IG. I'm a huge fan. And yeah, let's get you into the Discord so I can tag you with this dub you just got us on Framed. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Halloween DIY. I've got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old. My 10 and 7-year-old wanted to go as Harry Potter students, so did the robes, the ties, the wands, all DIY. I will share a picture in the Discord because I've been talking it up. It's been a little stressful. I am not a crafty person, but when your kids ask at Halloween, you gotta they tell me how high, and here I am jumping. So hopefully they like them. They're pumped. So let's get framed in the books. And we're gonna do movie pyramid. Movie pyramid, this is another tough one. Ooh, 2000 to 2024 Channing Tatum. All right, the obvious one, Magic Mike, 21 Jump Street. This is the end. I always like to do cameos. So for those that might not know, movie pyramid, it gives you this criteria, and you have to. Right now, I need to get 4 Channing Tatum movies between 2000 and 2024, but you get more points for more obscure ones. So the most guessed ones will give you fewer points. So you have to make an effort to try to get ones that other people won't guess as much. So I'm going to start with This Is the End, because he has a funny cameo in that, and I don't think a lot of people will guess it. 5%, that's very good. I think a lot of people will guess the Magic Mics, right? Are there 3 of those? Magic Mike XXL, and Magic Mike's Last Dance. I feel like a lot of people will guess that. 21 Jump Street will probably get a bunch of guesses. He was just in... Will a lot of people say Deadpool and Wolverine? Because that was a cameo. He played Gambit, but I feel like a lot of people might guess that because it was kind of a big deal that he played Gambit finally. I want to guess it though. Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. Nice. There we go. Okay. So we got 2 cameos in the books here. What else? 21 Jump Street, there was a sequel, right? Was it 22 Jump Street? 21, and then did they call it 22 Jump? Yeah, 22 Jump Street. What else for Channing Tatum? Oh, what was the one where he's an alien and he's like part bee, part dog, and Eddie Redmayne is in it? It was like a dumpster fire. Who was the co-star? Eddie Redmayne is the villain. And it was so bad. It was a sci-fi. It was like a sci-fi epic. And he's got like this. They did these really weird prosthetics on Channing Tatum. Oh my gosh, Mila Kunis. He's in it with Mila Kunis and Eddie Redmayne. Oh, what was it? What the hell was it called? Oh man, that's gonna drive me bananas because I really want to guess that one. And I think it won a bunch of Razzies, like really bad movie. What else? What other cameos can I get for Channing Tatum? I feel like animated stuff. Jupiter something. Yeah, Jupiter Ascending or Jupiter... Yeah, Jupiter Ascending. There we go. Tag team. Let's go. 1.3%. Hello, people forgot the trash movie you were in, Channing Tatum. Oh, I've got the next one. He voices Lego Superman in the Lego movies. Right? Jonah Hill voices Green Lantern. They count voices. The Lego movie. He was in both Lego movies. The Lego Batman movie. He was in all 3 of these. Which one do we think is going to be the least guessed? Maybe Lego Batman? He was definitely in all of these. Which one do we think might be the best one here? Lego Batman for sure. Let's go for it. Lego Batman. Let's go. 0.5%. Maximilian with the assist. Let's go, guys. Teamwork. It's making the dream work. This is great. I am super psyched about these low numbers. We're gonna end up setting a high score for ourselves here. Okay, dial in. Dial in. All right, don't panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Title starts with A through H with Chris Hemsworth. Ignore the. Avengers is the obvious one, right? That it eliminates all Thors, anything that starts with Thor. But Avengers movies, like Age of Ultron, Endgame, Infinity War, we kind of benefit by there being 4 of these, that it'll kind of split the percentages. But other Chris Hemsworth movies. Oh, the one where he's the psychologist. Extraction. Carrot, what's up in the chat? Extraction is one. That's the action movie. But what's the one he was in? Cabin in the Woods. Let's go. The fake Crocodile Dundee remake movie doesn't count, right? Yeah, I think it needs to have a box office figure. Cabin in the Woods, 100%. Mega underrated movie in my book. Like what? Like that's got to be a top 10 underappreciated movie for me. Chris Hemsworth plays the jock, but he was what was the one? Help me get this one. I don't know if I'll guess it because it's recent. The one where he plays he's like a scientist and they're doing experiments on people, and it's got the kid. Oh man, Miles Teller. And they're injecting them with like hormones. Spiderhead. Oh my gosh, guys! I know all the answers. I don't know the names. This is why you guys are here. This is why I need. This is why I need the stream, so you guys can bail me out. That is Spiderhead. Okay, all right. So we're gonna make 3 guesses. Let's stay away from the Avengers. Let's do Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods. Awesome. 5.9. We can live with that. Should we do I feel like I want to do Spiderhead. Let's do Spiderhead. No! It's not A through H. What am I thinking? It's not A through H. What a dope. Oh, no. Okay, so now as far as I understand it, that costs me a guess. It doesn't affect my points total. Max, 100%, A through H. Focus, damn it. Okay, Extraction. And there's 2. They just dropped the second one. We got to go with the second one, right? Oh, he's in the second one, right? I'm pretty sure. I didn't see the first one. I don't know. Before I make another foolish mistake, are we going Extraction 1 or Extraction 2? And then I guess we can go for one of the Avengers. Like the Avengers kind of absorbed a huge portion of his career. A through H. Let's go Extraction 2. I feel like that. Okay, 5.9. We're consistent here. We're consistent. I guess we could do the first Extraction. I feel like Avengers will be guessed like crazy. Oh, that's right. He was what's the reception? He plays the receptionist, right? In Ghostbusters. He's not. Oh, wow, this is where it's going to get me. It was in Afterlife, right? Or was he in the female? Excellent himboing. It was in the reboot, right? He wasn't in Afterlife or Frozen Empire, but that's the Stranger Things kid. Yeah. So I can't even guess. Like if I can't guess Ghostbusters. Afterlife is the requel. Yeah, how do we parse these out? I don't think that if I guess Ghostbusters, I'm pretty sure that's going to give me the classic Ghostbusters. Too risky. I think so. I think we're playing with fire there. Now the question is do we do Extraction 1 which will likely, my guess would be like an 8 or 9% guess. I think all the Avengers are going to be like double digits. Where there's not a year. Yeah, they usually only restrict the years or the names. They usually won't give you both restrictions. Let's go with Extraction 1. Let's go with Extraction 1, because I feel like everyone's just going to default to... Okay, hear me out. Uh-oh. Karen's got a... He's got a plan. Hey, we could also do voices, right? Has Chris Hemsworth voiced anything that's memorable? There's a movie that has Chris Hemsworth's wife somewhere, and I bet he was in it. Who's his wife? It was a big action flop on Netflix. What a sentence. A lot of those these days. Elsa Pataki. Elsa Pataki. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forgot about Furiosa. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. Oops. We may have accidentally fallen into something here. Is he in Furiosa? He is. Yeah, he's like the main antagonist. He's got like the what's the Australian equivalent of a Cockney accent? We can't use it if we Google. That's my approach. Yeah, so that's off limits. You know what? I don't know if this is a hot take. I loved Fury Road. Just do the other Extraction. I think so. I think so too. Karen wants to gamble with our high score, and I don't think I'm down for it. I think we just go with regular Extraction. Simultaneously, I want to get this off my chest, okay? I loved Fury Road. I think, like, the best... Like, one... I would kind of describe it as, like, sci-fi fantasy. The best sci-fi fantasy film of the last decade. Cold take, Fury Road is great. No, everyone agrees Fury Road is great. I think Furiosa was trash. I don't know if I think people like Furiosa. We should let's check the Rotten Tomatoes on that one. 6%. That's even better than I thought. Weird that you'd get almost equal guesses there. Title starts Q through Z with Kurt Russell. QRST, we get The Thing, which I'm sure people will guess like crazy. Jeez, Kurt Russell. While we're thinking on that, Rotten Tomatoes, Furiosa. I think this movie sucked. Yeah, look at this, guys. I don't know if anybody else in the chat agrees. I loved Fury Road, and I thought Furiosa, like, I thought it stunk. I was so disappointed in this movie, and it appears like I'm in the minority. Retroactively enriching Fury with greater emotional heft, if not quite matching the propulsive throttle. Furiosa is another glorious swerve in mastermind George Miller's breathless race towards cinematic Valhalla. Bad times at the El Royale. Oh man, it's really crazy how those movies can escape you. It makes me understand when people freeze on trivia shows, right? That you just kind of, when you're not posed with the question to answer on the spot, how these things can kind of bubble up. But yeah, this is crazy to me. I saw the response. I saw people really liked it. I was so excited to see it, and I didn't like it. Just didn't enjoy it. Kurt Russell. All right, The Thing we know will be guessed. We know The Thing will be guessed. I think I'm okay with it. He's been in a ton of movies. I think I'm going to struggle a little bit. Q through Z. He was very recently in Guardians of the Galaxy. The Hateful Eight is the. It doesn't exclude the. The Hateful Eight. I watched the extended version of this on Netflix, and I loved it. I loved The Hateful Eight, and the extended version is like, I want to say, is almost 4 hours long. But using the as sort of a loophole here, I definitely am going to guess The Hateful Eight. There we go, 12%. Yikes! That's a bit of a hit. The Thing, we know we can get, but this is everybody's gonna think of The Thing when it comes to Kurt Russell. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, you can. The Fox and the Hound. Oh man. The Fox and the Hound. Is he in the sequel? I didn't realize he did the voice in The Fox and the Hound. I presume the Hound. Really? Yeah, I never would have guessed this. Let's go. Let's go! Less than 1%! Karen saving the day! Sarah Michelle Gellar for the win with the 2-word title. Oh, Alex got it. I thought oops, sorry, Alex. Saving the day. Yes, Alexandra. Karen, I take my praise back and I distribute it directly to Alex. Sorry for that, Alex. Yes, cruel. I mean, that's the only answer that I would be able to come up with, Max, is Cruel Intentions. Right? She was also Buffy, right? Wasn't she Buffy? But I can only do that for Catsack. Yes, by default, Carrot gets all the praise. Sorry, Shoaib. If you're out there, somebody. She was in that horror movie. Yeah, not in the movie. Yeah, the show, Buffy. Cruel Intentions will be highly guessed, but we know it'll be correct. That'll be like 40%. It was a horror movie, had a sequel. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Was it like I Know What You Did Last Summer? Something like that? Ooh, Scooby-Doo. Yes, was the Scooby-Doo. Yeah, she plays Daphne. Ooh. This is, you get into a mess here. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. Short movie name. I think Scooby-Doo's a... Ooh, hey, is it 2 words if it has a dash? Ah, look at this. Look at this. Hey, I'm not letting it slip again. Hyphenated words are counted as 1 word. Scream 2? Was she in Scream 2? Oh my gosh. Let's go! 13%, top 10%. Is this a record for us? Guys, we just set a record. We just set a record. 11 points better than our next best score. Look at this. Look at this. Avengers, Avengers, Avengers. Magic Mike, 1 and 2. 21 and 22 Jump Street. Guys, we nailed it on Channing Tatum. We nailed it on Chris Hemsworth. We took a little bit of an L on the Hateful Eight. That's on me. I'm glad we dodged the thing. I knew 40%. Guys, what a line. I called it. 39 on Cruel Intentions. I don't know if I would have gotten another 2-word movie title without Alex's help there. You just rewatched Scream 2? I was having a conversation recently about the best opening scene to a movie ever. And I think there's only a couple of movies that I would hold up to Scream. The original Scream has the Drew Barrymore scene as the best opening, one of the best opening scenes in cinematic history. I think the only other one that I think immediately comes to mind is the opening from Children of Men, another one of my tragically underrated movies. But the way they did the exposition to start the movie, right? Inglourious Bastards. Oh, that is a whole other conversation. I'd love to bring people on. Alex, if you would like to join the stream one day, I still got to get Max in on the stream. Karen, we had a great time in joining the stream. I gotta get you guys in, and we can lay out a few of these prompts, okay? Because I want to pick your guys' brains about some of these cinematic questions I've got. Inglourious Bastards opening scene. I'm trying to remember what was the opening scene for Inglourious Bastards. I love Inglourious Bastards. That's not the scene with where they where they catch the Nazi group and it's the introduction to the Bear Jew. Ah, that's right. Christoph Waltz at the French farm. They're hiding under the floor. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And he asked for milk. And oh my gosh. Yes, that is definitely top tier. With the quote. Yes. Oh my gosh. That now that I mean that movie propelled Christoph is it Christoph Waltz? I thought it was Christopher Waltz. Let me I'm getting educated here, guys. Christoph Waltz. Yeah, Christoph Waltz. Oh, Alita Battle Angel. Are they making a sequel to that one? I remember seeing him in that too. This one came into my mind. Oh, 22 hours ago, someone posted a video about the sequel. Fallen Angel. They are making a sequel. I really enjoyed Battle Angel. I feel like that's sort of like a guilty pleasure. But yes, 100%. We should make I'm definitely going to want to, that's the sort of idea that when I have a prompt in my mind, I want to make sure I invite a couple of people onto the stream. We'll get everybody's hot takes. And that to me is this congealed concept for, like, it makes for great stream conversation. And the byproduct would be an awesome short form clip, and that we can make that a regular thing. So Alex, you've helped make the stream already a success in my mind, joining, and you've enriched me here, not just by helping my movie trivia guesses. And before we go, we got Wordle is our last daily. Let's get these in here. Let's get stain. S. We got an S and an A. If you'd be open to it, Alex, we definitely got to get you on stream here. Okay, we have an A and an S. Let's try to get an R. And another, I guess maybe we can survive without another vowel. Maybe like carbs. We can do, if the S isn't first, I would guess it's most likely at the end. This gets the R in there. The C and the B are not great letters to guess, but it puts the A in the right spot. Okay, at least we know the A is there. Let's see. We still have the E, so we could do like blank A, blank E. That would put the S. Let's see. You can do like, it's not first. You're not first, you're last. Let's get the S. Maybe like haste. No, there's no T. If the S is there, no T. I was gonna do paste, haste. Maybe like we could do like lasso, and we can, I would be stunned if this were the word, but this will at least give us the position of the S, because we know it's not first, second, or last. It'll get rid of the L, it'll get rid of the O. I like it. Let's go. Okay, look at that. And we get the L. Basil? No B, no I. Blank AS. Probably blank L. I would guess the L is at the end. And then the E. ASEL? Maybe? What are we looking at then? It would be hassle, right? Hassel's two S's. Vassal? It's not vessel. Vassal? Is vassal one S? I think that's two S's too, right? Vassal? Vassal. Easel? Yeah, easel. Right? That looks good to me. Double letter with the E's. Let's fucking go, Max. Let's go. I don't know if I would have gotten there. Maybe I would have. Gets us in on a 4. I consider anything a 4 or better to be a huge dub. Boom, with the win here. Oh, did I not copy the word? I didn't copy the word pyramid. Awesome get. Okay, guys, another dub. Another dub. We're winning today. I feel really good. Movie pyramid get. I was totally propped up. I wouldn't have gotten Rosemary's Baby. It felt so familiar, but I don't feel like I would have gotten there. Actually, you know what? I like to look at the other. I might. Yeah. I think I would have. I might have gotten there on 4. It's hard after you know the answer, to be honest about that. All right, guys, we got our dailies out of the way. I am going to pull up. We set up our automation successfully for Josie's anytime there's a new episode. So now Discord will announce new arrivals. Hurrah the Beast. Is that you, Alex? I'm gonna do a little wave. Wavenheimer Schmidt. We are gonna go into Megaphone and we're gonna do a little bit of co-working. We gotta get all the details for Josie's to post on the Patreon. So let's pull that up over here. And we will split screen this. We don't need the Twitter right now. Boom, Windows doing its thing. I love when it works. Well and truly ghosted. Edit the episode. It gives us all the deets. And in Framer, this is where we are putting the website on. We're going to put the episode information on the website. So let's go to new item. We're going to take the title and throw that in here. And actually, let's discard. Okay, yes, I don't put the episode number there. Well and truly ghosted episode. And let me yes, I do this a few times. Okay, make sure I get the number is the season .0 and the slug is hyphenated. -4. Oop, not 44. -4. Episode 4.4. Title, here we go. Throw that in there. We're going to add the image here. Our GSG folder. Josie's. We're going to grab the HTML. That episode. I'm Hera. Got you. Well, welcome to the Discord, fam. And we are going to copy the body, the main body elements from the episode right here from our callers to the description. We paste that here and that is ready to go. We just put today's date and we're Gucci. 10:30, episode 444, well and truly ghosted. We're going to save and I gotta go back here, reorder that to be the appropriate dates in order. Now I publish to the staging and I publish to production. It's this point. There it goes. And then let's go to Good Story Guild. Let's go to listen. Let's go to Josie's season 4. And there it is, well and truly ghosted. And the embed is working. All the content is here. Hooray, huzzah. The website is updated. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're going to go to the Patreon. Create a post. And actually, I need to download the audio file first. Josie Production. Download. There it goes. Okay, that'll download quickly. We go into the post. We go to audio. And we're going to do something similar here where we're copying content. Here we do copy the number. And we're going to copy the whole enchilada here. Boom. I'm going to select the audio file. Boom, there we go. You want the wave for that? I don't think so. I mean, Max, I suppose I would ask you that question. Do we want the wave there instead of the MP3? I've been uploading MP3s. We can just as easily swap out the waves there. Pardon me while I sneeze. Nope, it went away. I said it and it went away. Well, hey, you know me. I default to anything Evo says. So if you want to throw me the wave, actually, I think I've got a link to the upload or the export folder. Let me grab that, actually. Thanks for jumping in there, Max, before I posted that. Let's go to get the image. That'll update. Actually, remove. And we'll go to the export folder. Max, thank you so much. Thank you. Before I mess it up here. Okay, yes, season 4, episode 4, final.wave. Download. There we go. We'll wait for that chunky file to download. Looks like 30 seconds-ish. Guys, a sentence like, I got it. Thank you so much. So this is I think this is now the co-working segment of the stream where everyone watches me bumble through my responsibilities and helps me keeps me from making any mistakes. And it's downloaded. Okay, select the audio file. Downloads. Final.wave, open. That'll take a second to upload. Boom. Okay. All right. Well, we got the website. Once the Patreon, right? Because the embed, I didn't need to upload. I don't upload the files directly to the website. They run off the embed. The Patreon, we get them the wave files, and then we're made in the shade. We ripped through this. So, a project that I'm working on that I think I might jump into next here. I am working on a project on the audio side where we're trying to find a bunch of entertainment content creators to make not too different than what I mentioned in like Children of Men, is sort of an almost like exposition, like universe building. We want to make a fictional movie franchise seem real. So I want to make a piece of content where we ask a bunch of content creators, popular content creators, to provide their hot takes about a fictional, like not just fictional, a totally fake movie franchise. So we've got this audio project where it's about, oh man, I don't know how far I can go into this on stream. I probably shouldn't go too far into it. Essentially, I'm going to be pinging people to try to record a, equivalent to all of the, casting content where it's like, oh my God, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. And who's going to be the next, Black Panther or Spider-Man? Who's going to be the next James Bond? Literally, who's going to be the next James Bond? And have people engage in a fake argument about who's going to be the next Jack Steller. So this is his character. It's this big movie franchise, but by getting famous content creators to film a fake segment and then using those, flipping through those, we get to establish how important, you know, when things get to that level, then it suggests relevance in pop culture. So essentially, I want to make this piece of content that suggests this universe in which people are obsessing over the Double Cross franchise and the casting of the next Jack Steller. So I need to find as many content creators, influencers in the entertainment, pop culture space, podcast space. Really only those that have a visual element, because I think I would use this on social media to create a montage that builds this universe to suggest that the Double Cross franchise is this awesome thing that the world is abuzz discussing who's going to be the next Jack Steller. So if that wasn't confusing enough, that description, let's pull in that picture again. We can make sure that we are getting this out appropriately. Well and truly ghosted. This is part of Josie's. Next, who can access the post? Paid members, allow early access. This post will become public on next Wednesday at 12:01 a.m. Boom, trim that up a little bit. Allow comments, and then we're good. We're good. We're ready to post. Set a release date. No, we're already good there. Sell this post. Who can access this post? Only paid members will be able to view this post, and then it'll become public. Yes, only paid members will have access to this post via Patreon, right? This is the ad-free version. It's this week's episode. Yes. So correct me if I'm wrong here, Max. This is meant, that file is the ad-free file. We publish it on Patreon. That'll give our members immediate access to the ad-free version. Otherwise, they can listen to the ad version in wherever they get their podcasts. So correct me if I'm wrong. Paid members get access a week before to the ad-free version, and then everybody gets access to the ad-free version a week after it's published. Yeah, today though? So episode 4 is available now, right? Dropped on Spotify. Let's pull this up. For paid members, yes. No, paid members have it today. Yes. Paid members have access. When I hit publish, paid members have access to this today. When I allow early access, right here, you can see this post will become public, as in it'll mean everybody gets access to it. Otherwise, it's late access. 100%. No. When we say who can access this post, only paid members can access this post today. This post will become public for everyone next Wednesday. Give paid members access to this post before it's released to others. Then it will become, so the early access starts today. Okay. Yes. No, we're on the same page. We're on the same page here. The paid access members, right now I am publishing it. Only paid members have access to it today. And by selecting early access, that means only paid members will have access to it until it becomes public on next Wednesday. Okay, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. And so when I publish this, we'll actually be able to double check that to make sure that's the case. So let's do that. Let's hit publish here. The post releases on today to members. This post releases to the public. It should be, yes, to paid members. So when we hit right here, so right here, it's locked, available to all paid members. So right now, this just went out. Everyone gets a notification. Paid members have access to it, but only paid members. Okay. Yes, we are on the same page. We are on the same page. Okay, I was a little panicked that I should have been releasing this a little earlier, but ad-free version of episode 4 is released 7 days early, and now they have access to it. And then come next Wednesday at midnight, 12:01 to be exact, everyone will have access to the ad-free version. All free members. Okay, all right. Ooh. All right, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Let's go home and we'll take a look. All right, everyone sees it. Spirits are high. Spooky season is nigh. That image should be loading. Should be... Ah, there it is. Boop. Boom, here we go. Okay. All right, now we're established this cadence. We should now, for the beginning of this new season, Josie's on Wednesdays. And we're on time. We're on time. Here we go. Okay, guys, like I was mentioning before, I am going to start digging through... Let me pull up the drive that I created for this next project. I don't even know if I should say the name of it. I don't think we've made any sort of announcements for it. So I don't want to spill the beans. Or people I already have pulled for this. Oop. Okay. Let's get rid of that window. And we will pull up the talk. Go to TikTok. Oh God. Oh God. Key and Peele. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get in the first video to pop up. When you pull up TikTok. Oh gosh. I'm happy I stopped that one. Without context, that might be problematic. So, the escape pod, this is one that I think about. Like, you see this guy freaking out right here, okay? They are a lively, but most commonly it's just two friends arguing over movies. They give their hot takes. Who is likely to be most screwed up in the MCU? They talk about really niche in-universe type stuff, but the fact that they're hyper passionate and they love giving hot takes are like their bread and butter content, that these guys would be perfect piece of content here to help us build up this universe. All right, so like instead of arguing over should MCU fans watch phase 1, what about like which double cross movie is your favorite? Who was your favorite double cross actor? We can throw out a few prompts, let them pick one, and essentially they would have like a fake argument. We capture, maybe they make a minute-long segment. We capture 6-7 seconds of it and show it in succession with other content creators doing essentially the same thing. I don't know if Half in the Bag is on TikTok. I follow them on YouTube. That's these guys. Half in the Bag outtakes. I know Double Toasted is on TikTok. These guys are great. The Last Dance Wasted Null. Let's listen to this. Oh, they're upset over Venom, the new Venom.
Is teased as the Thanos of this movie right here, of this world. Not only does he sit down through the whole movie, but he hardly shows up. Null and void is what he is.
Comics, like I like Venom when he first appeared, he's fighting Spider-Man, and after that I didn't really care for him. And they started doing these stories with Null and the whole creation of the symbiotes, and I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So hearing he's gonna be in this, I was like, all right, let's see something. And I'm like, yeah, I could have just kept on walking.
No, this fool pops up about 4 or 5 times, just sitting on that damn chair, running his mouth. He don't even leave. He don't even look up. That's all he's doing. It got to a point. I thought, is he on the toilet taking a? He like an old man on the porch or something. Y'all get on out of here now. You get that damn Venom for me.
No brainer. Now the issue here, the struggle with trying to capture this is I want to be able to reach enough people that have enough of a following that when they appear in the montage, they don't exactly need to be recognized as being influencers. I just need them to be to feel valid enough that it feels genuine, right? I want to bring in influencers that are going to make it feel like they're having a real argument. They care a lot about this movie franchise. And so people that are really emphatic and enthusiastic and get mad about their arguments, their perspectives, their opinions, I'm going to want to get in there. But then we get into the issue of, is anyone going to be interested in participating in this? Do we need to consider these paid opportunities? Would anyone be willing to? Because then we have budget limitations. We are an indie studio, so building out a list here, trying to reach out to as many people as possible, will put us in a spot that it's like if I reach out to like 30 different channels, I wouldn't expect most of them to get back to me. And I think that's what I might have to do. So I need to build out this long list. I can't fall in love with 3. We might only need to use 3 or 4. But I might need to ask a very large group just to even ensure that I get enough replies. Oh, another sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Pardon me. I might need to go get a tissue. That was a doozy. I'm a loud sneezer, and I got lucky that was only a one-off. I tend to do like 3 sneezes in succession, and really disturb everyone around me. I get a lot of complaints from my family that I'm a crazy loud sneezer. So I'm very happy when I can hit the mute button and I don't need to blast my sneeze noises into your ears. Okay. Movies are therapy. This is probably the most prolific movie reviewer on TikTok. Dedicated movie. Let's follow this guy. This guy is a stud. I very much respect this guy's takes. Oh man, this got Jordan the Stallion is 13 million followers. It's like This guy is so recognizable that it's like if he recorded himself talking on his phone in his bathroom about the Jack Steller franchise, instantly people would be like, what is Jack Steller? But you get influencers that are of a certain size, like they don't get out of bed for a paid opportunity below $5,000, you know? So it's like we don't lose anything necessarily by making the inquiry. I'm gonna add him to the list because it's like this guy. Maybe we should separate these into sections. Let's do movie reviewers, and we'll do a different section for let's just say general. I would think of a better name for that. He might be too big for us. We should definitely ask, though. That guy is an agent for this. Yeah, he did one with Donald Glover. That it's like you when you get into influencer marketing, there's tiers, right? Max knows all about this, right? I'm preaching to the choir. You get to tiers, and you're gonna have your sweet spot based on your ability, like your relevancy in the social space. Like a lot of times it's like, okay, we're making this ask, the person will look at our social following and see if we're a big enough dog, and you know, where we're just getting started on our social pull, that's not gonna move the needle for anyone, not for, at least definitely not for someone of this size. But you know, I think you're right. Is like there's probably no downside to shooting our shot. I think the key is gonna be writing an email that concisely explains what we want to do, in a way that is compelling yet short enough. Right? It's gonna be hard to get people to click on the email, because it'll likely be a little confusing to them. And then I guess we can separate creators by tiers and maybe send them emails that are catered more closely to their niche and their size. That's probably the best strategy. He did one with Donald Glover. Yeah, I think likely way out of our ballpark. Let's see. Who else is gonna pull up? What other creators are gonna pull up? I say movies or therapy. No, then we get copycats. Let's see. Movie reviews. Cinema Joe. Oh wow, he's bigger than movies or therapy. Boom. But another guy that we should follow. Movies and stuff. I recognize this guy for his green screen stuff. Let's get him in here. Get him in. Come on in. We'll be sending you an email. Mr. Rogers Reviews. Okay. Who's this guy? Slightly smaller, but still respectable at 200K. My honest opinion on 3 films. He ranks movies that all came out the same weekend. He ranked Venom a 4 out of 10.
Netflix is known for quickly giving a show the boot. Here's all the shows they canceled in 2024. Dead Boy detectives were fired before they cracked their first case. It was canceled after 1 season. Even Jeff Goldblum wasn't enough to bring chaos to the network and shake things up. It was canceled after 1 season. The Black Summer got a lot darker. It was canceled after 2 seasons. Nostalgia and cameos wasn't enough to...
I loved Black Summer.
The brother's son ended on a good note, but they could have brought it back for a second season. The Wretched was gone so long they forgot to tell you that it was canceled after one season. Obliterated partied too hard and got blown to smithereens. It was canceled after one season. After 2 seasons, it was clear that no one wanted to buy Beverly Hills, so it was dropped. London wasn't that much more appealing. It was canceled after 1 season. My Dad, the Bounty Hunter, was fired and went out for milk. It was canceled after 2 seasons.
Fired and went out for milk.
Barons was sent back into no man's land. It was canceled after 2 seasons. Showtime said they were going to save Uncoupled after Netflix gave it the boot. They lied. It's still canceled. They didn't even film anything. Let's look at the show Hulu decided to part ways with.
All right, this guy makes it. I like the cut of his jib, Mr. Rogers Review. Oh, let's see. I don't recognize this guy. Let's see what he's got.
So I have seen The Shadow Strays, a new Indonesian action movie that's now available to stream on Netflix. Here's my review. Written and directed by Timo Chayanto, The Shadow Strays has a simple story, simple characters, and an okay script. It's pretty much your typical assassin revenge narrative, and it's not without its flaws. With a runtime of 2 hours and 24 minutes, I was definitely feeling the length of this movie at times. There's also a certain convenience when it comes to the main character that
See. On par with Mr. Rogers' Review. How many? Lots of posts. Lots of posts. And you know what? That is a wrinkle that I think is important to note here. In our ask, in our email, we're not going to be asking. Generally, when you ask, when you're talking to influencers about opportunities to promote, to create some promotional material, it's almost always like produce something and then publish it to your audience, right? They want to utilize, they want to capture your audience. They think that there's overlap between what you're doing and what they do. And so, hey, drive a certain percentage of your followers to us. There's huge value in that. But what we're trying to do is get them to create a scene for a piece of content that we're going to use. So generally that should cost less. I don't know if it dips into, people being comfortable into doing it for free, but it's because you're not asking them to publish to their audience that there's like a major difference in how people and how influencers will handle that sort of request. So let's add Cinemanation here. Already added movies and stuff. H3, not these guys. Here we go. Flicks with Jay. Gotta follow him. I vibe with this guy's takes. Let's see. Salem's Lot, one of the better Stephen King novels. I've heard good things. I've heard that mixed, right? I've heard mixed things, but I've heard good things. Let's see what he's got to say.
Okay, real quick, are these TV shows and movies worth your time? But before I get into it, my name is Jay. If you're looking for new TV shows or movies to watch, just give me a follow. How can something be so gross but so beautiful at the same time?
The substance.
2 episodes in, and this is already one of my favorite things on TV.
I'm enjoying The Penguin.
This isn't really doing it for me, I'm not sold at all.
I've not started Agatha. I don't think I will.
Actually surprised me just how much I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say yes. I loved seeing all the different perspectives, but the parents were definitely the monsters. Yes.
I watched the first episode of Monsters, and I've stopped since getting into The Penguin. I really am definitely going to want to keep going on this.
Definitely the monsters. Yes. As someone who grew up on Transformers,
I've not seen it yet.
100% yes. Nowhere near as good as the first one, so nah. This is
Bummer.
worth watching just to see James McAvoy. Excellent performance. Go watch this. Yes.
Definitely going to want to see it.
Already, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I have this. This might be the next movie I have in my queue. So I'm sure you guys are similar in that you approach the weekly series differently than the full film queue. I've got this next on my list. it jumped to the front when I saw Aaron Pierre's casted as one of the new Green Lantern characters in the new series they're producing, Lanterns. And I've only heard great things about Rebel Ridge.
Yes. I've said it already. This movie is literally a sheep in wolf's clothing. Don't be fooled. No. The ending of the OG version of this movie actually had me sitting there for a few minutes like this. Yes, watch this. Great cast, great movie, just a heartwarming movie. Yes. Okay.
All right. I vote yes. Let's get Flicks with J in here. Horror Chronicles. All right, this focused. I like the creator that's going to be focused on the genre and is like overlapping the niche. The film we're talking about is not horror, so that one I was a little excited to see if we couldn't get our first lady creators in here. I think that is kind of important when you've got a list of all men. I'm pretty sure these are all men. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump over to YouTube to do the same thing. We'll flesh this out with a bunch of TikTokers. We'll get a bunch of YouTubers. Here we go. Small time creator. I don't know. I do think we'll have to cover our bases and try to get some smaller creators in here.
If you like drama films set against a musical backdrop, you'll probably want to check this one out. I was given a screener for this film by Buffalo 8 Productions, so a big shout out to them. In Toronto's music scene,
So perhaps. Ooh, this guy's a big time player. I'm not familiar. Let's see. Anime reacts. A lot of anime. Yo. Is it all anime? Wow. Wow. All right, maybe a little niche, not the niche we're looking for. With the Bros podcast. This guy I know. This guy's got a British accent. Know this guy. Seth's film reviews.
Have you ever wondered what the scariest horror movies of all time are so that you can watch them around Halloween? Well, look no further, because today I asked 1,000 people what is the scariest horror movie ever made. Now I've collected all of the results to provide you with a top 10 list based on how many votes each individual film received. Before we go on to that, let's go through some honourable mentions that just missed out on the top 10. We had a total of 3 films that managed to hit 11 votes. Michael Haneke's Funny Games, Hell House LLC, and Insidious, which I thought would probably be higher just due to the popularity. One just edging out Wreck at 40 votes. Third place, this is a massive surprise for me. I know it was polarising. I wasn't a fan. I get why people were. Skinamarink, 47 votes. Second place, Sinister at 56 votes. And first place for apparently the scariest film of all time with a total of 124 votes, Hereditary. Have you ever wondered...
So people are mad in the comments. I've answered that question before. Hereditary is like my favorite modern horror movie. I don't know about scariest, right? That's what people are answering. I think I kind of agree. I wouldn't say it's not scary. It isn't scary one bit. I'd say it's pretty scary. And for a lot of reasons of what makes a good horror movie isn't just how scary it is. That's an argument. That's a Simone conversation I need to save when Simone is here. Definitely. But yes, we're definitely getting Seth's film reviews. I feel like I've got two. I'm a little overrepresenting men here. Are men the only ones reviewing movies on Seth's? I don't know why that's not copying. Seth's film reviews. Where are the women? Where are the women? Here we go. Cruella, JS Tubes, J Stubes, maybe. Megan Cruz, film and pop culture talker. Okay, let's see what you got. I recognize her.
Okay, I saw Smile 2 last night, and I understand that what I'm about to say next is gonna be controversial, but I don't think it's too soon to say that the Smile franchise is, in my opinion, the best original horror franchise of the century so far. I know. I'm not saying that they're horror movies of the century. I'm saying it's
original.
Far too long since we've had a horror franchise that is genuinely as terrifying, as original, as well made, and as fun. These are genuine horror blockbusters that draw in huge crowds. Yes, they incorporate jump scares, but the jump scares only work because of how terrifying the actual lore of this fucking creature is. And listen, I know that like specifically fans of like Insidious or like the Conjuring franchise are gonna come for me here, but those are not consistent enough to really be good. And frankly, they're kind of polarizing. I don't even find Insidious that scary. I know, crazy. And I know there's gonna be people in the comments that'll be like, but you think Smile's scary?
This is what we're looking for here. Definitely foots the bill. Joker. Yep, not niche.
Every October for the last 3 years, I have done a spooky cinema series on this.
Definitely. That would be an awesome pull to get Jay Stubes. Who else? This guy, Heartthrobbert. This guy is hysterical. I haven't been following. Let me go back to Jay Stubes. Get you in here. Gotta follow you. This guy is massive. But he is so funny. Oh my god, this guy is hysterical. Yeah, the most toxic rom-com. He just takes like he goes back and watches old movies. And just rips apart the ridiculous premises.
Please, we need to discuss the Indian in the cupboard. I need to talk to someone about this movie. Omri is this little kid in New York with no expression, and he gets a cupboard for his birthday. Then his best friend gives him this.
I got something to celebrate your birthday. This reminded me of you.
It reminded you. Native American figurine. Omri puts the figurine in the cupboard and he closes it. And when he opens it up, the person is alive, like it's a real person. That's all you got when you're. Oh, it's alive. And there are way too many close-ups of this boy and his flaring nostrils in this movie. Perspective, but can you just back it up a little bit, please? This is Little Bear, and when he's alive with Omri, he's removed from his life with the Iroquois, and Omri's like, oh my god, my new pet. Then Omri starts making other figurines alive and giving them heart attacks. Omri's like, yikes, I gotta go to school, though.
This guy, I am personally a huge fan of this guy's content. Movie reviews. So if we could pull some of these guys, and then it's like, if we can create a dialogue, it's like, I think the subtlety in approaching this as like a maybe paid, cheaply paid Moschino Dorito, another big content creator. Doesn't usually do movie reviews, I don't think. Let's see. Cuss Creep Urvirays. Smile. See, is this just, it looks like maybe just, nope. Nope, Rebel Ridge, Ghost. Okay, at first I thought it was just, it looks like this guy covers pop culture. Got fairly varied content here, it looks like. Supercell, Exploding Kittens, Ghost, The Shy. All right. Cuss Creep LLC. You're on the list. You're on the list. We're coming to get you. UV. Hey, Movie Lover. Oh, I want to hear this review. I hated the Three Body Problem. I love the book. I'm a huge fan of the book. And the Netflix series was garbage. Garbage.
Netflix just came out with a new show that is in my top 20 all-time shows ever.
No!
This show is insane.
No!
Genuinely, wow. Now, before I get into this, if you have any movies to watch, hit that follow button. The show is called Three Body Problem. I've seen a lot of promo stuff for this show all over Instagram, and I was like, you know what? I might as well give it a shot. I went in knowing nothing.
The show sucked.
My goodness, was I hooked? And I think genuinely this is a show that is the perfect combination of all my favorite genres of television. I'm talking sci-fi, apocalypse, drama, future stuff. Like, it's insane. The show
sucked.
Where
okay, sorry, UV. That hot take, it's not for me, dude. Randy Jackson, that's gonna be a no for me, dude. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's a no for me, dog. I can't abide. I am such a big fan of the books. I read the original trilogy. I loved it. I saw they were making a movie or a series, and that the guys from Game of Thrones were doing it, and I was super excited. I thought that they would do it justice, and it was just trash. Trash. I can't say anything good about it, honestly. Horror, Marvel, and gaming. Not too niche. Horror. Guys doing a lot of horror. Yeah, it might be a little too niche. The Real Voice, I love. Parasite is probably a top 10 movie for me all time. Man with the Voice? Oh, yeah?
Daniel is a sociopathic piece of garbage that abducts a lady named Madison.
He does have a nice voice. Oh, baby.
This movie is so damn good. Very poor, live hand to mouth, live in a basement flat. You can barely make ends meet. They start scheming on ways to become employees for a very...
Okay, so I'm cool with the... I kind of want... It's like, I like this guy already.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I love The Lighthouse. I really enjoyed The Lighthouse, but yeah, that's a polarizing one. Not everybody enjoyed it. Let's get this guy in here. The Real Voice. There we go. Copy and paste isn't working all the time. Is The Sadness the most disgusting zombie film ever made? I want to see it.
One of the nastiest films I've ever seen. It's a zombie body horror film where the infected can think and plan out which sadistic act they want to take you through.
I need that's got to be the next one that I watch. I completely forgot about The Sadness. I've had a ton of people suggest it and say wild stuff about it. I think that might need to jump ahead of Rebel Ridge. Oh, I forgot. I should really, when I say my list, I should actually write it down so I don't forget about these things. Already got those two guys. Horror movie, Netflix. The Uglies, Cuss Creep. We already got you. Oh, this guy. That's movies. This guy is great. That's movies. And here, This is TikTok movie reviewers. Half in the Bag is the only one that is not on TikTok. I'm going to make that YouTube movie reviewers. Add Half in the Bag here, and then we'll jump over to YouTube and do some searching over there. But Vets is really good. I like this guy's takes.
A lot of people are going to disagree with this, but ranking Tom Hardy movies from worst to best after Venom 3.
So I love this guy as like a rank all the double cross movies and just catch him when he's ranking 10 and 9, right? We got a few seconds, but people like this format is super familiar and they'll probably recognize him. He kills it with this content. I'm surprised. I would have guessed this guy was in the millions. He's quite good. I see him in my content all on my For You page all the time. Ooh, here we go. It's Heidi Wong talking about The Substance. Whoa, hello, 5.5 mil. Writer, artist, storyteller. I don't know who Heidi Wong is. What am I missing? The Substance. Talk to me about The Substance.
Hidden messages from The Substance that you probably missed. You might remember the restaurant scene where Harvey
Oh, I don't want to be spoiled.
is eating a bowl of shrimp.
I don't want to be spoiled.
Imagine going to a reunion at your best friend's house the night before his wedding. But as you're chatting with all your old
Definitely in. We need more lady content creators here. Oh, that's right, Karen. Yes, our one-on-one. Let's give our one-on-one pass. That's what you want to. Let's give it a pass, Karen. Sorry for running long on the. Not even running long. I didn't even give it a consideration that we had our one-on-one at 1:30. Let me just because I have some momentum here. Let's push. All good. Sorry again, dude. My bad. Guys, make sure you make time for your boss when it's time for your one-on-one. Oops. That's my bad. That's my bad, Karen. I know you're traveling today, right? For those that don't know, Rachel and Chris, two of our very special, super talented individuals, are getting married this week. And I think, Karen, you're on the way out today. So, yes, I will make sure I get on your schedule for when you get back. Sorry for that. Sorry for the surprise no-show on our one-on-one that should have started 6 minutes ago. Yikes. That's tomorrow morning. Oh, tomorrow morning you leave. Okay. All right. I'm jumping in between the Slack and the chat. Awesome, Karen. Thank you. I don't care about OneDrive. Get out of here, OneDrive. Okay. Heidi Wong, moving on. Let's see. Movie Club 7. Movie Club 7777, the best movie / series. Follow for more. Let's see, what are we talking about here? TV, movies.
You guys seriously have to watch this movie. Watch.
Oh, seems inappropriate. Might not want to check that one out.
I see why everybody's talking about this movie. Watch. The end is crazy.
Allow me to introduce my mother-in-law, Clara, my wife, Michelle, and my daughters.
This was in time. This movie sucked. All right. Yeah, not a fan of this guy's content so far. Maybe I'm misjudging.
Go watch this new movie on Netflix. The end is crazy. Watch.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of like, hey, green screen, just watch what's happening. I'm not a fan of that. So let's move on from that. Horror, no. And we actually checked that one out earlier. London Bridgey. 10K followers. Let's see.
Hey, not gonna lie, man. Y'all gotta watch this movie right here, man. Y'all gotta watch this. Let's go.
Yeah, nope. anyone who's starting off content that way, it's just like very low value. I'm just not, no hate, you know, it's just not what we're looking for this. 6 great movies to stream this weekend. Brandon talks movies. Okay, what do you got?
I watched 21 new movies released in the month of September, so here they are ranked from worst to best. In last place is Uglies, the only movie this month that I
love it.
Despised. Number 20. Rosemary's Baby, which is actually more like a remake, not a very interesting movie, although Julia Garner, fantastic. At number 19, I have Megalopolis, a beautiful looking movie with a really stacked cast, but just not a lot of fully thought out ideas. At number 18, I have The Front Room. I want to see whatever version of this movie that Katherine Hunter thinks that she's in. At number 17, I have Subservience, about a man who buys a robot for his family that is Megan Fox, and I'm sure you can guess where that's going to go. Number 16, I have Halle Berry's new horror film, Never Let Go. By the end of this one, I was confused and trying to figure out what I had watched, but not in a way that I generally enjoy. Number 15, I have The Killer's Game. I thought that this was generally pretty fun.
I like this.
It takes me immediately out
What's he like?
of radical surgery in order to transform his face.
This one looked good. A different man?
But it's really, really good. My 3 and 2 are almost interchangeable. At number 3, I have The Wild Robot. This is the best animated movie of the year. An absolute delight. I loved every second. It's about a robot that washes up on the beach and
my kids saw this one.
This little gosling.
There was a birthday party. Their friend invited them.
For me was Rebel Ridge.
Ooh, here we go.
I don't really care.
Speaking of Rebel Ridge.
Intense, fantastic performances, great direction from Saulnier. This movie rules. And finally, number 1.
The Substance.
But this is currently my number 1 favorite movie of the year. The Substance follows an aging celebrity who takes a medication that turns her into another version of herself for 7 days. It is gross, it is nasty, it is funny, it is wild, it is everything I love about movies.
All right, this guy gets the nomination based on his take. This guy I like. Right here. Let's keep it moving. Are some of my 5 out of 5s. One of your many movie guys. Okay, Kodak Cameron.
The Shining is without question arguably one of, or if not the greatest horror film ever made. To Jack Nicholson's performance, to one of the best scores ever written. And that comes at one of the most famous scenes of all time, Here's Johnny, in which Jack is using an axe to bust down the door to get to his wife. Because at this point, he's gone completely psycho. But there's a really big continuity error. And that's when we get a shot behind Jack after he's done busting down the door. The other panel on this door is perfectly cut out.
All right, so this guy gets really into the weeds, which I like. Add him to the list. Kodak Cameron, come on down. Boom. Got here. I don't know how to pronounce any of that. TV. Todun Poco TV. 400K followers.
Guys, you need to watch this movie.
Shifts at work.
No. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. Heidi Wong talking about long legs. I've heard conflicting things about long legs. I want to see what Heidi Wong has.
This new movie's insane, guys.
Nope.
This new movie's insane, guys. Let's watch it together.
Why is it giving me this guy's video here? It's freaking out. Okay. Let me go back to Heidi Wong. I don't want to know what Heidi Wong thinks about long legs. I've heard conflicting things about it. Don't see it. Never mind. Moving on. Cinema Joe. Cinema Coconut. That's kind of small potatoes.
Family is about a workaholic, strung-out woman who is tasked with watching her outcast niece for a week, who wants nothing more than to be a juggalo. Listen.
Let's see. Oh, this was the guy it was giving me before. And I clicked the Heidi Wong video. Cinema Planet.
Guys, you guys gotta watch this.
Guys, you gotta watch this. Nope.
Watch this.
Nope. 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 Not what we're looking for. I don't know how people can build a following just green screening on top of content that isn't theirs without providing, without enriching, without it. That drives me kind of bananas, honestly. Big fat cult. Movies, TV, horror, pop culture. Okay, I think this guy might be broad enough. Go, The Apprentice.
This is Donald Trump as you've never seen him before in the movie that is going to get everybody talking.
I like it.
5 underrated
Seems to lean a little bit more into horror, but true crime. Very into horror. Probably not for us. Probably a little too horror-y. Cinema personified. I should probably make a list of smaller guys that I like.
So Finest Kind might be one of the worst movies.
Not good sound. That's a problem.
Here are my top 10 movies of the year so far.
So he got a mic.
Right before we hit award season. Listen, Furiosa was a pretty good movie. It's not my fault you guys didn't go see it. So technically the bike...
It wasn't good. We already established that. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know if any other people agree. I did not like it. I know a lot of people disagree. Oh, yes, this guy is massive. This guy, pop culture brain. No way this dude doesn't have 1 million followers. Look at the likes. This guy's content is so good. Oh man, if we could get on this guy's radar, because it's not just movie reviews. This guy is really recognizable. Pop culture brain. New long form YouTube. Okay, he does YouTube stuff now too.
Every Apple computer includes a tiny little fuck you directed at the Beatles.
I'd seen that story. That's yeah, they named the font after a Beatles song. They did something really spiteful. It was pretty funny. Ricky 666. Let's see. Okay, horror fan filmmaker. Probably want to dodge the ultra specific niche. Talk about movies and other stuff. Let's see. What do you got? Sports, The Penguin.
That's probably the best episode of The Penguin thus far and one of the best character-driven episodes of television I've seen in so long. So I'm fresh out of episode 4 of The Penguin and best believe like the mailman.
I want this guy. It's the enthusiasm. I feel like that's going to come across, especially where you only have where the plan is to only have a few seconds here. Let's get this guy. Seen her so many times. It's too bad you only do horror stuff. Dark and spooky. Yeah, it's just not. We need people that are willing to do the action. Soups is a big guy. This guy's a star. Probably too big. Yeah. I guess we can send Soups. We can send Soups an ask. That would be a crazy pull. But it's like you get to that size and it's like these guys are just inundated with asks. Horror. Sony. Did we look at this guy already? I think we did. Horror Marvel Gaming. Yep, I remember you. Scary movie. It's like it's so funny that. What is it with horror movie reviews? Feisty news. Trending new gossip for your entertainment. Let's go.
Did you hear Beyonce speaking actual sentences out loud, live, during the presidential election rally tonight in Houston? The mega superstar, who never gives public speeches, came out in full force to endorse Vice President Kamala Harris in the upcoming election.
Nice.
Did you see the viral video where this woman says,
We actually just, it's pop culture. I get, it's like spicy. Rescue attempt. This is like a lot of news. Do any.
So I'm going on an adventure today.
One of my first Cowboys game. Do they do any entertainment news? I thought that's what it said at the top. Mostly seems like news commentary. Might be a little outside the genre. Dreaming? Air travel lifestyle? Probably not. Sammy J. Yapping about things we love to watch. Okay. A lot of Marvel. Yep, a lot of comic book content. Wild Robot.
There was an entire theater full of grown adults crying on multiple occasions.
Okay, good. Get in here. All right, we're up against it, guys. We'll do this for a couple more minutes before we wrap the stream. Glute Goblin.
Okay, so day 27, I watched.
Okay, does movie review seems more like a fitness influencer who's doing like some stuff here. Yeah, a lot of butt stuff. You guys know what I mean. What do we got here? Terrifier 3, being a broke gamer. A lot of DEI content. A lot of gaming content.
What the hell did I just watch? I regret every second of this experience.
You're in. Let's go. Copied in here. All right, guys, we got a nice hot list. That's 20. That's 20 TikTokers that we're going to reach out to. I'm going to do the same thing on the YouTube side. I think YouTube and TikTok, that'll kind of cover it for movie reviewers. And then I think general, I guess some of these sort of dip in between movie reviews and general pop culture. If I top in pop culture. The issue with the TikTok search is that you're going to get pop culture needs to be in the video, where I'm kind of referencing reality TV and TV pop culture. Reality TV and pop culture. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, this is a whole other separate list here. Let's do Jordan the Stallion. Let's see. Let's do pop culture TikTok. Yeah, we're going to make a nice strong list here. And let me make sure I got this right. Jordan the Stallion, yes. right in front of the camera. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna keep grinding this out, guys. I want to thank you for joining me today on the stream. We're wrapping it up, and I'm hoping I can get another one going on Friday. We'll see if we can't get a guest for you guys, so we're not doing more of the same here. And we'll catch you then. So take it easy. Enjoy the new episode, season 4, episode 4 of Josie's, wherever you listen. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.